Today's episode is brought to you by Cox and Crendor Live with Illuminati. Hey, y'all, there's 5 tickets left. Literally 5. If you want to go, now would be the time to do that. I figured I'd let you know before I tell Illuminati, so just let you know. Also, today we're brought to you by Green Chef. If you're looking to eat healthy this summer, Green Chef has got you covered. Also, today we're brought to you by Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile, it's pretty damn good, y'all. Now let's jump into this podcast. Hello, everybody. It's time for Cox and Crendor.
Cox and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4-hour recording studio audience. Recording.
Wake your ass up! It's up next Crendor in the morning!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Crendor in the morning.
That was the most modern YouTube intro I think I've heard from you.
That's what I was going for. Now that we're big time YouTubers, that's what I was going for.
That's true. It took 16 years, but now we've made it. So that's good.
We really have. We finally hit the meta.
Yeah. Granted, I mean, we've hit the meta before with the chicken sandwiches, but now we are truly there. A dedicated reaction.
I must stress, your meta is better than my meta, because when I look up my own channel, all I see is yours.
That's what everybody kept saying.
I don't know what's going on. I've messaged everyone at YouTube and be like, guys, so the whole point of this was I was testing the algorithm, and it's clear the algorithm's messed up because my channel literally is not visible to anyone. I type in my name. The worst part is the guy at YouTube who got back to me, like the YouTube tech, was like, well, when I type it and I see it, I'm like, brother, here are screenshots. I'm in incognito mode. This is what people who are not subscribed see. And it straight up, the image next to the channel is still, it doesn't have an avatar. It doesn't pop up when you type in too old for this. I was like, clearly something's wrong. And this is what I've been saying to you guys for a long time. I genuinely believe, this is absolutely true, that they have flagged Cox as a bad word.
They honestly might have.
We've talked about this before, and they keep telling me it's not happening, and I'm like, you clearly are. The channel's not showing up, y'all.
The best part, too, is I have there's vidIQ, which is like you can hook it in. It shows you like how many views you've had in the last 60 minutes, how many in the last 48 hours. It gives you like all these stats. It shows like keywords. Your video is like loaded with keywords. I literally don't even put keywords in.
That's what I'm saying. We go out of our way to test. The whole point is testing the algorithm. That's the only reason I'm doing any of this. And it's like, no, it's busted. Well, all right, good to know, I guess. And it sucks because everyone I talk to at YouTube is like, it's fine. We don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, it's clearly not.
Yeah, I've had numerous people on my thing. They're like, I keep seeing these before Jesse. And I'm like, listen, I think he's too old for the algorithm. They're like, get him out of here. This man's too old. Give it to the spry young Crendor.
I just can't believe. I'm shocked that it's that bad. I sent them screenshots. I'm like, guys, there's clearly something wrong. Don't tell me nothing is wrong. And they're like, well, it doesn't appear like anything's wrong. Maybe you should just wait. I'm like, all right, I am leaving for a week. So like, Sure, I'll wait. That's fine. No stress. But I'm letting you know when I return, if nothing's fixed, we will have problems. I will be a loud complainer because, again, I'm only doing this to test the algorithm, and it looks like the algorithm is trash. So help me out. And they're like, we'll see. Like, okay, cool, guys. Oh, it's so frustrating dealing with YouTube.
Maybe the algorithm hears you and it knows you're calling it trash. While with me, I'm like, it's all right. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to bump that Crendor instead.
With the all right, it was like, you know what? All right's better than trash.
Yeah. It's I don't put up thumbnails. It's just you. Maybe that also plays into it. People see your face, just click mine.
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with it. Like, people are finding it, and I'm getting subscribers, but the amount of people that message me, the same thing they're messaging you, which is, I can't find it, give me a link. And I don't know, again, if that's just laziness, or if that is, they genuinely can't find it. But what I do know is that when I go to look for it, it is very difficult to find.
Yes, I also found that it was difficult to find your thing. Although now I type it in and I can find it. So maybe it's getting better.
you're interacting with it.
Maybe that's
and
true.
So it's pushing it to you. That's why I had to do it incognito mode, because when I was with my own account, it now pops up and it works for me, but that's because I'm there constantly.
Yeah, let me do it
like
in a
changing,
random.
Fixing things. I put it in incognito mode. I can't find nothing.
All right, I typed in too old for this, and it's just a bunch of random videos. Then
Yeah,
we'll do.
I'm not even remotely listed there.
Old for
Yeah.
this. Okay, too old for this channel. You're number 1, but then it's your Skibidi toilet videos number 1, and right under it says subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, well, of course it would say that. That's what it says. When I typed in too old for this Jesse Cox, your image and channel was the first thing that appeared, which is crazy to me.
All right, when I type in too old for this Jesse Cox, I get both of your videos first now.
Hopefully things are correcting themselves and my complaints have not fallen on deaf ears.
Deathly ears.
But we'll see. I just can't believe it's so difficult.
I don't know, man. I'm an algorithmer, you know?
You really are. You're like a Neo in that you saw the matrix code of the algorithm and you're just diving into it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I just got 30,000 views on pointless top 10 outdoor liminal spaces in World of Warcraft.
Yo,
So-
liminal spaces, I saw that video and the entire time I was thinking, how many people in the comments are going to say this isn't a liminal space to some of these?
Oh, I knew that was going to happen, which is why in the first, number 10, I'm like, I'm going to define to you what a liminal space is, because I already know somebody's going to be like, this is not technically a liminal space. But
It's not the back rooms.
the whole point I've learned of liminal space is it's a transitional area for the most part. There's other meanings, but the main one's like a hallway, for an example. Because you're going from one room to another, or it can count as a metaphorical hallway, you're going from one place in your life to another. So I was like, well, a lot of these things I put in this are transitional from zone to zone. Because a lot of them are from the Cataclysm, where they flattened the land so you could fly, but it left a bunch of just big empty spaces. It's actually really cool to go look at them. So, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that's cool. There's definitely a lot of that in video games, especially in the we're trying to hide load screen games.
Mm-hmm.
I love those when you go from zone to zone and then it's just very clearly it assumes that some people will have faster loads than others. So you have a weird hallway effect. Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah. So that was fun. And then that's why I called it outdoor. So I was like, all right, I'll do some indoor ones as well at some point. Because that's 2 videos for one, right? And
that'll
then
be
the
another
second-
hit one too.
Yeah.
People love the liminal spaces.
Yeah. Plus, because I really wanted to do all the outdoor ones with the big empty areas. So I was glad I did that. Also, going back to the React channels, all right? I found it funny.
I am curious. So I watched you react to Attaway General, which
Right.
I loved. Very funny, made me laugh.
Yes.
But I didn't get a chance to watch you react to Skibidi, and I'm very curious because I've been thinking about this, both you and my mother, because my mom watched the first video and was like,
Right.
that was really cute. And so I really want to know what she thinks of Skibidi Toilet, because I imagine she's going to be like, what are the kids' problems? Is it drugs? I don't know I think she's going to be worried for the future of mankind.
Right. So the funniest part I found was that we were like, this video's 2 years old. Where are you at? And then I was like, well, we just watched a 5-year-old video. So what?
Yes. The problem with it being 5 years old is that the whole gimmick was me discovering that there's a thing called Brat TV, and there's other shows they do right now. But the one that seemed interesting was the one that had 4 seasons. And I was like, okay, this is a staple. The problem is the first episode's 5 years old. So it definitely looks like old man catches up on old things.
Right.
But Skibidi, it's not on my radar. And the fact that they announced they're making a movie, I was like, I got it. I got to figure out what this is.
Yeah, I didn't know what Skibidi was. I mean, I knew what it was. I saw the little toilet man, and it's like Skibidi, right? But
Yeah.
I watching it at first, I was like, okay, it's gonna progress, whatever. I did not expect the Skibidi universe.
Neither did I. It's jarring. At first, I was like, wow, this is okay. Things are happening. By the end, I was like, it's Michael Bay. This is too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
And my theory is that it started out like, hey, this is a fun thing, whatever. And then as it grew, they were like, what if we made this into something, right? And then it allowed them to get really crazy with it. They start making Skibidi mechs, Skibidi airplanes and shit. So, like, I think they just kind of took it and ran with it. And then it's evolved into what it is today. But I think it started as just like a casual, like, Gary's Mod goof.
Absolutely, it was just a goof. Like, the first one is a few seconds long, and it's... Because at that time, the video that song is from was that dude with the belly who would serve meat and he'd be like, skibidi dum dum dum, and he'd shake his belly while he served meat. That was that guy. And so they just took the song and then made a goof. And then the goof blew up into something genuinely crazy. And I can't... Everyone's like, no, you got to watch all of it, dude. You got to watch all of it. It's good. You'll explain the story, explain everything. I must stress, I don't have the patience. I just will not do that.
I just don't care. Like, it really is like just all action and then a toilet going skibidi. Like, I can do many other things with my time. And I was like, my main thing, I was like, listen, if I was like 14, this would be amazing. But I'm not.
Yeah.
So...
Hell, You're the Man Now, dog, is where I would be when I was younger, looking at all the weird, what essentially was TikTok, but it was in GIF form. And then they played music in the background, but it was roughly the same thing. And that's where all these weird things were anyway. So that's why, my screen name online sometimes is Epic Maneuver, because of that one very funny, like, and it was Jordan the Forge rolling under a door that he didn't need to roll under.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's the same thing. It's stupid and dumb, and I love it. But with that said, I've definitely aged out of loving it.
Yeah.
Like, this thing, I watched it and was like, all right, I get it. I understand why people like it, but yeah, after the first couple, I was like, okay, this is out of control.
Yeah, no, it was the E-Bombs World. It's the other one.
Yes, E-Bombs World. And they would fight with You're the Man Now, dog all the time. And then I remember one time they had a rap battle. E-Bombs World released a rap, and then YTM&D released a rap, and they both were just dissing it. It was great. What a great time.
Like, I was looking at some of the stuff because I was curious. Like, what did I watch? What did I like? And I went all the way back and looked at my liked videos even from 2010. And then, like, I was trying to remember what I watched 2004. There's some stuff that borders on Skibidi Toilet. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
For sure. Dude, anyone who sat through Charlie the Unicorn or Salad Fingers or any of that stuff, that's basically Skibidi.
Yeah. You remember there's a squirrel and he's like on a white background. He's just like a cutout, like, thing of a squirrel just moving around like a PNG, and he's like, wee! That was one I saw.
I don't remember that at all.
He's like, I was going to move theater. I'm like, wee! I was like, I remember that. I remember watching that being like, this is so funny. And then I'm like, I can't listen to this.
I don't remember that at all. And what's funny about that is it's almost like either one, Hamster Dance,
right,
which is roughly the same thing, or I would say more aligned with Skibidi Toilet is that Blue Frog.
Oh yeah, like bom, 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 bom.
Yes,
that one.
Yes, that's pure trash content.
Yeah, no, there was some powerful trash back then, but it was. It's one of those things where I think people watching Skibidi are gonna get older and they'll be like, dude, remember Skibidi? And they'll go back and watch it and be like, I mean, that was all right. Like, they'll have nostalgia for it, but like
at this point, anything. I feel like most people who are into it aren't into it because of the thing that I first watched. They're into it because it's straight up just like a cinematic universe now. That makes no sense to me, but I am impressed with the ability to make it, if that makes any sense. Like, he clearly has upped his game with craftsmanship of scenes like that.
Yeah. No, it's like honestly really good for like the explosions and the animation and like all the crazy shit happening.
But I realized I was too old when I was like, it's too loud.
Yeah.
I was like, this is far too loud for me. These explosions, too many noises.
Yeah, it's, but I understand it now. Like before, I didn't even know what it was. Now I'm like, I get why there's people that like this.
This is why I'm doing this channel. It makes me very happy. I get to see things and be like, okay, I get it. I understand.
Yeah. No, I like that too. I get to experience that, and I get to be critical of you experiencing it, which makes it even more fun.
Frankly, I'm here for that. Yeah, I love that. I will say the next week on Tuesday and Thursday is, number one is The Rizzler, so get ready for that.
Oh, I'm ready. Yep.
And then Thursday is Labubu's, so get ready for that.
Yeah, okay. Perfect.
2 classics. Also, the thumbnail game on these 2 episodes is great. Shout out to my entire team for making banger thumbnails. Very pleased.
That'll be fun. I know of the Rizzler, but I haven't really truly experienced watching the Rizzler.
Same. I did not know anything about the Rizzler except for I saw a photo once and I know the name and I know people are into the Rizzler.
Yeah.
But I sat down to watch it. I don't want to spoil. Very entertaining. And then Labubus are pure evil, and it might be one of the best videos we've made because we do a straight up bit. It's my first bit in a video, and frankly, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Labubus. I've been to Pop Mart, so like I've seen people buying them in the craze. It's like IRL gotcha, honestly.
Sure. Ooh, I can spoil some future ones because I just filmed a bunch this week.
All right.
Not only do we have Love in Deep Space coming up, but also we have one is specifically for you because if I didn't understand what it was. And it's a food thing. And so I was like, I hope Crendor eats this on his stream as well. Dubai chocolate.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that, and I don't know what it is.
Because I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't know why everyone's eating it. It seems like a scam. So, Dubai chocolate. I definitely had that. And then, you know that weird channel Jubilee that usually is just people fighting each other?
Oh, yeah.
They have a show where, you know, they try to, like, figure out who's the whatever. Well, one of them was secret. It's a bunch of millennials, but one person's secret Gen Z. And I was like, oh, can I figure this out? And so I did that one as well. That should be very fun. All sorts of stuff. I got plenty coming down the pipeline.
Nice. I'm ready. I'm ready.
It's going to be good times.
How was, speaking of good times, you said you wrote down, what a segue, your story from in your phone.
Yeah, so this week was great. This week was one of my favorite, like, random encounters out in the wild. It's been a lot less lately, mostly because I've been so busy with stuff. I haven't had time to just sit there and watch things. So, anyway, went to the gas station to get gas, and I went inside because I was like, I'm going to get a drink. So I went inside, got a Sprite. Shout out to Sprite. Hopefully they'll just give me a bunch, but they won't.
Yep.
And while I was sitting there, or I guess standing there, while I'm standing there, there is a kid in front of me, like a little kid. I'm talking, I don't know, 10 maybe, no more than 13. He's at the age where it's very hard to tell. He looks like a baby child.
Right.
And he was there with all of his friends. So imagine outside in the you know, the parking lot of this gas station are like 12 tweens, all on bicycles, all with helmets, all with like t-shirts that say like, you know, Pokemon or whatever. And they're all on these bikes and they're trying to pop wheelies and they're like, yeah. And one kid's eating McDonald's and another kid is like drinking a soda. And anyway, this kid is inside. And as I stand behind him, the guy at the counter turns around and says, oh, give me 1 second. I'm cashing out. And the kid goes, what'd you say? And he goes, give me 1 second, I'm cashing out. He's like, I can't understand you. He's like, 1 second, cashing out. And the kid's like, well, I'll just wait. I have no idea what you're saying. First off, I've never seen a child do that before. Like go full Karen. I have no idea what was going on there. But then, as the guy's cashing out, he's like, come on. I need to hurry. By the way, what he was purchasing that he needed to hurry with was a pack of gum and 1 blow pop.
What?
Yeah. He was like, come on, I need to hurry. As we're there, and I'm waiting, the guy's like, just give me a second, I'm cashing out. Another kid comes in, and he goes, Cody, can I check out your bike? And Cody turns around, and he's like, no, don't touch my bike. He's like, come on, man, can I see your bike? And he's like, no, do not touch my bike. And then he's the kid who walked in is like, but you're letting Ollie touch it. He's like, yeah, well, Ollie's watching my bike. And this kid goes, well, I'll watch it. And Cody's like, no, you won't, because I don't trust you like I trust Ollie. I was like, damn. And this kid's like, all right then. He's like, I swear to God, if I catch you touching my bike, I'm gonna freak out. In my mind, I was trying to think like, okay, what about his bike is so special? What's going on? Is it like, does he have one of those electric bikes? What about, because there was just kids on bicycles, dude. Bicycles. Right. After he leaves, oh, by the way, as he pays him, because his bubblegum and blow pop was $1.87.
Of course.
This kid takes the change, leaves the 3 cents, takes the diamond, and goes, you can keep it, and walks away. The man at the counter was like, thank you. I was like, damn. Then, I get my drink, I head back out to my car, and I see this kid, Cody, with his bike. It's just a Huffy, dude. I have no idea what was special about that bike. I couldn't even tell you. It was, I've never seen a little kid, like not 16, 15, I'm talking kid, talk to people that way. I never have. It was jarring. He was channeling his aggressive boomer. It was crazy.
Maybe he learned it from his friend. I learned it from you.
Maybe he had to have. Like, there's no way you just learn that out in the wild. The guy at the counter had an accent, and he was just so rude to him. He's like, I don't know what you're saying. What do you mean? And I was like, good God, dude. Like, he just said, wait. Like, I could understand that, and I'm behind you. It was crazy. Yeah, and the kid was just like, I don't know what you're saying. And then I couldn't believe that a kid could be that rude. I could. Kids are rude, but not boomer rude. You know what I mean? Like, when they do it aggressively on purpose.
Yeah. No, that is really weird. I guess maybe it's not weird, but unexpected.
He did seem like the leader of the group of those kids. Yeah. So maybe he had that mentality of like, I got to keep my boys in line. I have no idea what was going on there. I've never been the leader of a gang of kids. It's never happened. Yeah,
usually I feel like the leader of the group's going to be more loud and kind of outspoken or obnoxious anyway.
Oh, 100%. It was just weird. Like, part of me was thinking, that kid who came in here just want to touch the bike, he's going to hold that grudge for a while. He's going to be like, the minute he can ditch this friend group, he's gone. Like, I just know it. If you touch my bike, I'll freak. I'm like, it's a bike, dude. What? Although, maybe we don't know the backstory. Maybe the kid who walked in, maybe he always destroys bikes.
Yeah, maybe he always destroys bikes. It's like the 5th bike he was about to destroy. He's like, I'm not letting you do it this time. Or maybe this is a special bike. Maybe his grandfather gave him this bike, and he was like,
maybe that kid was a drunk.
Yeah,
and then he always crashes bikes, and then he's like, no, I'm not gonna lend you my bike, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he's just putting his foot down. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know.
But I did enjoy every minute of it. It was when he turned around to leave, the guy at the counter looked at me like, kids these days. Like, I don't know what the hell that was.
I feel like I also had a similar interaction with somebody, but now I can't remember it. Of somebody just being like, kids these days, am I right?
There's a lot of that. I feel like the older you get, the more even older people will hit you with kids these days. Like, you understand.
Right. And
there was an age where they couldn't say that to you. Because you were the kid.
You're like the kid, or you're like an adult, but like you're still kind of a kid, like the 20s. They're like, yeah, it's still a kid.
Yeah, they still look at you as a kid. Then you hit like mid-30s and they're like, welcome to the club. We all hate on kids together. You're like, damn, all right.
Yeah, it's definitely, but here's the thing. It's happened like forever. Like, you'll watch old movies from like the 90s and like stuff, and they'll just be like, kids these days listen to their like weird grunge music. Am I right?
One of my favorite I don't know if it's online anymore, but there used to be a really great website that cataloged throughout history every time in art, entertainment, books, various poems, whatever, that someone said kids these days or something similar to it. And it went back to like ancient Greece, where they found carvings of people complaining about the youth and how the youth are just the worst and they're ruining society. It was great. It was so much fun to look at them all because no matter what time period, someone was always like, the kids just don't get it.
Yeah. And it's, I think it's just part of aging. Because you're a kid.
Yes.
And then you learn about life, you go through life, and then you start being like, these kids haven't been through what I've been through. They don't get it. Right?
That's why I try my hardest, especially on this new channel, to be like, I'm going to be open to everything and not just poo-poo it because it's weird.
Yeah.
And so far it's been a delight, but there are some things where I'm like, nah. I will say there's one, Crendor, you're going to love it. It might be your favorite one that I do.
All right.
I found this YouTuber who's very, very, very popular for doing one specific thing. And I don't want to spoil who this is because it'll give away a lot.
All right.
But very, very popular. And I was like, I don't get this, but I'll watch it, sure. Within 5 minutes, I was like, nah, dude, this sucks.
Oh, boy.
I really hit the, I tried to be open-minded, but this is trash. This is actual bad. Yeah, so get ready for that.
I'll be ready. It's yeah, I don't know. There's somebody was saying to me, they're just like, well, I'm not gonna watch that stuff, or like, I don't do that. And I was like, it made me think of how there's people growing up and they like what they like, whether it's their type of music or their type of thing, and they're like, the adults just don't get it, right? And they say that, then they get older and they still like those things that they liked, and now everybody's liking other stuff, and they're just like, that's not as good as my thing. And that's how you become the old person, because then you're too close-minded. And it's not even about liking it. It's just about learning about it, right?
Yes. I think people are very closed off to the idea of just learning about something new. And even if they're like, well, it's like try a food, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you never have to eat it again. Just give it a shot. Try it. You may love it. And yeah, there's definitely some things that I'm like, oh, that's funny. I like this. This is good. And there's some things where I'm like, nah, not for me. All right. And I move on. It's very easy to do.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's just easy when you get older to kind of get stuck in your ways, or just be closed-minded, or just be like, that's dumb. I don't like that. And just move on and be like, I like what I like.
I am curious about the psychology of, I don't know if you're up on this, but there's a weird thing on the internet right now. Well, I mean, just in general.
Right.
But so the new Superman movie came out. It was good. I enjoyed it. But a lot of people who are fans of the Zack Snyder Superman are like not pleased and angry that it's not that Superman, right? And so at first they were like, this movie sucks. And then they started posting things like, this movie's gonna flop, and it kept going. And it was like, this is terrible. But there's something still happening where, despite the movie doing well, they're still posting things about how bad it's doing. Yet, contrary to, it's clearly doing well. So they just created a pocket universe where they exist in a place where the movie sucks and isn't doing well, and everyone acknowledges that it's bad, despite it doing well. It's incredibly bizarre. And I keep trying to figure out why, other than just people can't let go. Like, it's fine to like the Zack Snyder Superman. You have a bunch of movies. Go watch them. Yeah. I don't understand why they're like, no. They're freaking out. It's insane to me. I genuinely don't understand it. But I feel like what I'm trying to say is, I don't know that it's just old people. I think some people get stuck in their ways, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, you could even see it with WoW. people being like, retail WoW is not like classic WoW. And it's like, that's true, but you can go play classic WoW then. And they're just like, yeah, but it sucks for babies. And you're like, okay, that's cool. I like playing it. And they're like, but you're a baby then. And I'm like, okay. It's like they can't let go of that thing of like, they have to make it the way I want it. Or like, it's not how it was. I understand why people can get upset because they are attaching emotion, right? It's like if you love Superman or something, you're like, I love Superman. I love the way it is. You know, I grew up watching this. I was doing this and I'd watch it all the time. And then they didn't make it the way I wanted. And then it's like, not only does it feel like it attacked you and your, like what you believed was the best or like your emotional, it's just like it's hitting you on a deeper level than normal. Because people be like, it's just a movie. But then that makes you more mad because you're like, it's not just a movie. Right? It's not just a game.
The thing is, the difference is, and trust me, as a person who lived through Star Wars, right?
Right.
Like, I understand that completely. The difference is, at a certain point, for like the Snyderverse fans, like it's done. It's never coming back. It's done. Just like for me to say, boy, I really wish they would have not released those 3 shitty movies. Yet they did. It's done, and that's canonical, and they're going to go with that, and they're not going to retcon it. They're not going to change. You have to accept some of these things. Just like World of Warcraft, I accepted they didn't give a shit about the story.
Right.
And I was like, fine.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I accept that. And just like World of Warcraft, I think if they released a Warcraft 2 after this next, 3 expansions or whatever they're planning to do to wrap up the story, if they did that, you would have people who would be like, but my character from WoW is my character and I don't want to make a new, like, no matter what, I get it. But if that's what they do and they move ahead, eventually you just have to accept reality. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to accept it for what it is rather than just be bitter and angry about a thing the entire time.
Exactly. And that's very hard for a lot of people to do. But it's like, anything. Being able to accept reality and move on, no matter what it is like, I would say, a very minimal ability people. Because it's like, you could say that for even relationships, for like literally anything, where it's like you just got to accept it, move on. But like people don't want to move on a lot of the time because it's also hard to move on.
It's weird, and I going back to relationships, I always think it's funny when people are like, if I could just win her back. I'm like, my dude, if she doesn't want to be with you, go find someone who does. Like, that's so much easier than like, I'll win back her heart. Like, no.
It happened.
Just
in
go
the
somewhere
movies.
else.
It's gotta work.
Yes!
I'll show up at the airport and run along the plane, being like, "Stop the plane!"
I'll start tossing stones at her window and shout at her in the middle of the night. Surely that will work.
It always reminds me of The Simpsons, where Milhouse's dad has the "Can I borrow a feeling?" And then at the end of the episode, he's like, "What do you say, Luann? Do you want to get back together?" And she's like, "God, no." And then it just ends.
Yeah, that's about right.
So yeah, it's in the grand scheme of things, it's hard to move on, but I can also see how people get emotionally attached to things that are just things, and then that's
I understand the emotional attachment. I get attached to stupid stuff all the time. Literally, I'm attached to a little pink-haired horse girl. Like, that's I get it. With
Right.
that said, at a certain point, if the devs were like, no, she's gonna suck forever, deal with it, I would be like, all right, well then I don't care about this anymore and move on. You know what I mean? Like, I simply wouldn't. I'd be like, all right, I have other things I need to do with my life that don't revolve around this thing.
Yeah, but you're also not deeply attached enough. Like, you're not playing the game every day. Like, imagine if somebody had your connection, they were playing the game every day, and they were just like, I love Haru, I gotta win. And every day you're like, I'll make the best Haru. They do that for weeks, and then they're like, we're gonna change this thing. And that's like their entire month is crashing down. You're just like, I played that game once, and this is the character I like. They changed it. Oh, well. That reminds me when you upload the Switch 2 thing, and people be like, Crendor's getting a Switch 2. I'm not getting a Switch 2. I'm gonna play it. It's like, well, yeah, you probably don't play it. It's easy to do that when you're not playing it. I'm gonna be like, what, guys? I'm gonna boycott the new Final Fantasy game. Take that. Like, well, I was gonna play it anyway. So why would I care?
You're right.
So, but
oh god,
then it's like, what if you have one of your Star Wars people you really like, and then they change that? That's probably gonna hit harder because you're like invested more in Star Wars.
I'm not even concerned about Star Wars as a franchise anymore. Like the things that happen, like Andor, I loved. I'll watch that. Like the things I like, I'll watch. The things I don't like, I won't watch, and I'll be fine. The real crazy thing about Star Wars is watching people who were normal. The other day I tweeted this out, and I think people thought I was talking about somewhere else, but I was talking about Star Wars person. Watching a Star Wars person go from being a normal YouTuber to like one of the most toxic people I've ever seen in my entire life is rough, dude. It's I don't know what happened, but all of his videos are like, this is trash. This is trash. I hate all of this. Everything sucks about this. And at first I was like, oh, well, he loved Andor season 1. Surely he'll love Andor season 2. No, he was like, it's garbage. I was like, why did he hate it? And it's like, because it has a political message. I'm like, oh my God. Oh God. He's down the rabbit hole. We've lost him. We've lost him. Yeah. So I hate that. And so I'm more concerned about that and those people who are just off the deep end than I am about the actual properties anymore. I'm like, what happened to you? How'd you end up like this?
I think, well, obviously being very negative and loud on the internet gets views.
Sure.
So that's one reason. Because like the amount of times I've made a video like, I hate this thing in World of Warcraft, bunch of views. And then you're like, this thing's pretty cool. Like half the views.
Yes.
Like people want to make like shock reaction, this sucks content because people love that.
Yeah, and if you're already angry at a thing and you see someone say the exact same thing you're saying, you're going to want to watch that to reaffirm your anger. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but like I get it.
Yeah. But you may get less views with the more positive one, but you probably also get like a better community.
Yes, you have a better audience of people that aren't constantly just the worst. Yes, agreed.
Yeah, because odds are if they're angry about that thing, they probably like getting angry about other things. And they're probably just as toxic and everything. So it's like if you're more positive and you're like, guys, this is fun. Everyone else is like, yeah, this is fun. And they're probably more positive about life. So it's kind of like you're reaping what you sow.
Yes, I'm getting a lot of that with the new channel where people are like, I didn't know anything about this stuff, and it's nice to see someone react to it so I can watch along. And I'm like, yeah. And I feel like that's also part of not having it be, this is garbage. Kids are idiots.
Yeah.
This, just being like, all right, let's see what the hell's going on with this. And I think it works. So
yeah,
we'll see.
We will see. But you know what else we'll see?
That summer is in full swing, and being outside with the heat and the sun and the sweat. Ugh, look, it's not a great time to be eating food that weighs you down. That's why with Green Chef, you get meal kits designed for your healthy, clean eating lifestyle. Green Chef's real, clean ingredients are here to help you live a healthy lifestyle without taking up too much time of your summer. Enjoy salads ready to eat in 5 minutes, protein-filled breakfasts, nutrient-rich smoothies, and 80-plus dietitian-approved weekly meal options. Green Chef offers some real bangers in the food department, and they even have some heat and eat quick meals ready in just 3 minutes. I, for one, love the pesto shrimp couscous bowl. They have a gyro spiced pork fillet spinach salad, a delicious Kung Pao chicken. I love Kung Pao chicken. And if you're like, but Jesse, I still want hearty, they have a shepherd's pie too. It's really good. Also, side dish note, a lemon cucumber and mint quinoa. Yo, that salad rips. I love quinoa. I love quinoa. Anyway, make this summer your healthiest yet with Green Chef. Head to greenchef.com/50cox and use code 50COX to get 50% off your first month. Then 20% off for 2 months with free shipping. That's code 50COX at greenchef.com/50cox. Again, 50COX, that's the code at greenchef.com/50cox. Also this summer, when you're out there planning beach trips, taking vacations, taking care of the kids, taking 3-day weekends, all sorts of things you're taking, why not take care of your phone bill as well? Your wireless phone bill should not be one of those things you're worrying about this summer, let me tell you. That's why Mint Mobile is so helpful. With Mint, you can get coverage and speed, but for way less money. And for a limited time, Mint Mobile is offering 3 months of unlimited premium wireless service for $15 a month. So while your friends are sweating over data overages and surprise charges, you'll be chilling literally and financially. Say bye-bye to the overpriced wireless plans with jaw-dropping monthly bills and unexpected overages. It's what a pain. Mint Mobile has plans with high-speed data, unlimited talk and text, delivering the nation's largest 5G network. You can use your own phone, you can switch to Mint Mobile at any time, bring your phone number, totally fine. You can keep all your contacts, all that stuff. The best part is the quality of the calls, of the texts, all of it. Honestly, I notice no difference at all. None. I assume because there probably isn't really, and you're just paying extreme prices for a service that you aren't even really using. Mint is here to cut out all that trash. This year, skip breaking a sweat and breaking the bank and get this brand new customer offer and your 3-month unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Crendor.
Whoa.
That's mintmobile.com/Crendor. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 a month. Limited time new user offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on the unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details. All right, let's go to Chapter 7. The guy with the Crendor house on traffic out there.
Whoa, this traffic's getting crazy out here. Oh man, we've got cars. They're flying around. They've got flying cars, but they're not the type you think. They got wings. They're flapping. They're like dragons. These cars are breathing fire. You gotta watch out. Oh, God, it's getting too hot up here. I bet they didn't predict that in the Back to the Future. Then it looks like the boats have become whales. There they go. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those. I don't know if I want to ride on that. That'd be kind of cool if the animals did take over the vehicles, in a way. Back to you.
It's almost like Transformers, but more accurately the movie Cars, I think is what you're saying.
Yeah, I think so. But like a fantasy thing.
Right, of course. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the traffic.
All right, let's go to weather.
Weather time. Ba-ba-da. We've got 15 weather requests. Let's see. Who will win the weather lottery for your city? If you want your place requested on the weather segment, post it in the comments on the YouTube channel, and you can be entered into the weather lottery.
Smart. That's smart.
Yep. And we've landed on Landskrona, Sweden. The small city is pretty much built around one big citadel, surrounded by rivers as well as settled near the beach and sea, reaching all the way out to Borsthausen, that serves really good seafood. It's mainly a harbor city, one of the most important ones within Öresund Sea between Sweden and Denmark. You can also see the infamous Öresundsbro from our beach.
I don't know what an Öresundsbro is, but I'd like to believe it's Öresundsbro.
Öresundsbro.
I will say, the Citadel, in my mind, when you think Citadel, you think something like, whoa. It kind of looks more like a factory than a Citadel. I think because they're using red brick.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Like, it does, like, they're cannons and stuff, I get it, but it doesn't seem like a place where you would defend yourself.
Yeah, it looks more like a school or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it has a little bit of like a firehouse vibe to it.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like 60 degrees. Humidity 89%, pressure 29.68 inches, visibility 8 miles. 5:13 a.m. sunrise, 9:15 p.m. sunset. 1 mile an hour winds, dew point 57, UV index 0, and a first quarter moon phase. 10-day. Saturday, 70 with PM showers. Sunday, 67 with rain. Monday, 71 with showers. Tuesday, 67 with showers. Wednesday, 66 with AM showers. Thursday, 69, mostly cloudy. Nice. Friday, 74, partly cloudy. Saturday, 72, partly cloudy. And Sunday, 72 with AM showers.
This town, I'm discovering things I don't quite understand, but I love. Like right away, if you look at the Citadel on the property, they have a place called Smortaxen. I know that's probably not how you say that, but it looked like a little cafe. I was like, oh, it's a little cafe on the property. Oh, that's fun. But the more I look at it, the more I don't understand.
It's like a nightclub.
It's like a club but not. But they clearly have a band. It's like a bar, but then they're also serving I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, what is like hot dogs?
I'm mesmerized by this. The food's all over the place. It looks delicious. I don't know what half of it is, but like, okay, all right.
Yeah,
I
this
bet
is pretty
place
wild.
rocks. It looks cool, like LA cool, which is weird because then right nearby is LA Burgers.
LA Burgers?
Yeah.
Do they
the first
look
image,
like,
it looks just like a burger restaurant in LA. It just does.
I like how they have pizza at LA Burgers.
Yes, but also, dude, I must stress to you, I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it looks like a wood plank that has potatoes that were like mashed and then squeezed out of a thing and then cooked on the plank, and then a steak is put on top of it. I'd eat the hell out of that. That looks so good. I don't even know what that's supposed to be.
I don't know either. That is.
But yeah, it just kind of looks like an LA burger place. They even have the mix, like we give you normal fries and sweet potato fries in one thing.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
they do.
that's cute. That looks good. Yeah, so far we're 2 for 2 on this.
Look at that. What about China Palace Restaurant?
China Palace.
It's got a 4.0.
It's serving
It's not-
sushi, so you know.
Yeah.
They're like all over. I wonder if this is a buffet. It absolutely is a buffet.
Yes, it definitely is a buffet.
I will say, a buffet rocking a 4.0 is pretty impressive.
That's pretty good, yeah. That's a pretty good buffet. You're not going to get much better than that.
No, you really won't. I'm trying to find places that I don't know how to say them, and I found one place called Bengtsun's Basta. That's not how you say that at all. And it's a bakery, and my God, all of it looks so good. I must stress, I love looking at bakeries. I wish I wasn't fat so I could go eat at them all the time, but I love looking at them. My goodness, delicious.
Yeah, it's Oh, I found the 2.8 McDonald's. There we go.
There's always one.
There's always one.
You're welcome, world.
Yeah. And that's the weather.
Okay, let's go to sports.
Sports. At the sports desk, we've got sports news. First up, baseball is in the second half of the season now. Just had a big trade deadline. A lot of trades happened. Padres traded for a bunch of people trying to compete with the Dodgers, who they're 3 games behind in the NL West. Brewers half a game up on the Cubs in the NL Central. The Mets half a game up on the Phillies in the NL East. The Astros also making a bunch of trades at top of the AL West. Tigers atop the AL Central by a lot. And the Blue Jays on top of the AL East ahead of the Yankees, which is interesting. Then, let's see, we've got... the first NFL preseason game happened last night. I watched 10 minutes, and I was like, cool. And then I changed it because it's
Who
a
was
bunch
playing? I wasn't even aware.
It was the Lions and the Chargers, and they just play their backups. So it was one of those things
Sure,
where it's
because
like,
no one wants to get hurt. Yeah.
yeah, and they're just trying out guys as like who's gonna make the team, that type of thing. So I watched 10 minutes, and I was like, dude, football, and I was like, all right, this sucks. And then I changed it, but it was fun to watch for a little bit.
For 10 minutes.
Yep. Let's see.
Through one commercial break, you were done.
Yep. I think it was 2. Defensive end Micah Parsons asked Cowboys for a trade. Yo, that's big news. And let's see, we've also got Terry McLaurin also demands trade. Dude, big NFL trade news. You probably don't know either of those people, but that's pretty big.
No. Somewhere out there, someone's like, "Oh my God, dude!"
And that's me. And then NBA, NHL still in their off seasons, and I just realized we're like only, I think, like 4 or 5 months away from the Olympics, right? The Winter Olympics. I forget when it starts. Winter Olympics.
The Winter Olympics? Ooh.
Oh, it's February.
Isn't it usually next year? Because 2026.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. So I guess we're still a ways away, but
I am very excited though. Let the curling begin. I'm excited to watch.
I'm pumped, dude. Winter Olympics, I've said it before, way better than the Summer Olympics.
Agreed. Completely agreed.
Yeah, and they have like, wait, what the heck? They've got the Olympic mascots revealed.
Oh, hold on.
I think they're. What kind of animal is that? Is that a ferret?
A ferret? You
Or,
play too much Pokemon.
I just said the Pokemon. The ferret. It's gotta be the Pokemon.
Yes, they're very cute. Here's the thing, however. I just discovered there is on the Olympics website, not only can you look at the ferrets and the little tiny, I assume, flower people. They're very cute, whatever they're supposed to be. But there's also on their website every previous mascot.
Oh,
I love it. If anything, it makes me realize that the mascots are insane.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we did kind of look at a few of the mascots when we looked at Paris a few years ago because they had the hat. Remember?
Yes, and the hat was very weird, but okay. And then Beijing has the panda, which I get. Tokyo had some sort of future creature. I don't even know what the hell that is.
I remember him. I remember the Korean tiger.
I don't remember the Rio monkey, but I love him.
Yeah, I don't remember him either.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Sochi has the very like I don't even know. Just
it looks like Microsoft clip art.
Yes, it does. Yeah,
mascots.
London has what I assume is something Mario stomps on.
That I don't even know what the hell that is. What is that?
I wish I could tell you.
That's like a British culture morphed into a creature.
Yes. I love the Vancouver one because it's literally just a little Sasquatch.
Yeah,
it's
I
very
like
cute.
it.
Beijing 2008 had what I assume are Power Rangers pandas. I don't even know.
I don't know how to
I think
describe those. Might be Labubus from 2008.
Yeah, Turin had a marshmallow man and his marshmallow girlfriend, I guess. Athens had one of the. I don't even know how to describe this.
Those are. I don't know what those are. That is
like hobbits. Like if you told a kid to draw a hobbit.
It actually is. It's like if a 5-year-old drew a hobbit.
What's so funny about this is I can't give the rest of the world shit for their mascots because Salt Lake City is just clip art again.
Yeah, it is.
And then if you go down to Atlanta, 1996, I still don't know what the hell that is.
That is I think it's the Noid.
It really is Noid level. I don't know what. It's very weird.
Yeah, that is. And then Lilehammer is like actually just Hobbit kids.
Yes. By the way, Nagano 1998 is hilarious.
Dude, Nagano 1998, that is like something I would create. It looks like they just
had a kid draw it. I hope that's the case.
They look like those IKEA drawings that they turn into stuffed animals.
Oh, they're so good. Oh, I love that.
And then Sydney kind of has like more advanced clip art from 2000.
Even LA 1984 is just clip art of a bald eagle.
Yeah, I guess back then it was.
I guess that was art back then. Yeah. But with that said, still, like, we could do better. We could really step it up. So I'm here for Tina and Milo. I like them a lot.
I like them a lot too. We had dude, Sarajevo 1984 is like an angry wolf who's like, he's crossing his fingers like, you will lie to me and I will lie to you. Like that is a weird one.
The Munich 1972 one is fascinating because it's less a mascot and more just like an artistic dog.
Yeah, the wiener dog.
Meanwhile, the one before that in 68, I don't know what the hell that thing is, but I love him.
He's just like the one leg hopping around. That is, I don't know. Oh, and the Montreal's like it's like a artistic beaver.
Yeah. It's also interesting to look at the Olympic Games and how, they brought them back and then they started doing the summer games. So it's like 72, 76, right? And then they had winter and summer in the same year, clearly, because Lake Placid and Moscow were 80. Yeah. And then Sarajevo and Los Angeles were 84. And then they had 88 Olympics and then 92 Olympics. But then they decided in 1994 to just switch.
Yeah.
And then it becomes every 2 years is an Olympic game.
Which they probably did just to add more Olympics, right? Like, we'll have the Olympics every 2 years. Yeah, so you're thinking about it
every 2 years rather than every 4. Absolutely. Yeah,
that's definitely why they did it.
Plus at that point, if you're if you are training for the Olympics, you can do one and the other.
Yeah, that's true too.
So you can do both instead of just picking one to focus on.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's anyone who actually does that. Like a great swimmer, but also a great skier.
Yeah, I don't know. There might be. There's like a bunch of good athletes. I mean, there's like some people play numerous positions in various sports, so there's got to be.
Oh my God, they have the Youth Olympic Games.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Oh my! First off, Innsbruck 2012. That guy is on drugs. I love him.
100%.
Yoggle,
He is high as shit.
that and Nanjing, the two of them get in trouble together. They are on drugs. And then I don't know, Gangwon. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but that's my favorite thing I've ever seen. That little guy is so cute.
Yeah, he's like a little. Yeah, I don't even know. It's like a rabbit creature or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, he's great. I feel like that's the only one besides the two that look like they're high. The other ones seem like they're trying too hard to be cool with the kids.
Yeah, they do. It's like, hey, I'm an animal that surfs. Okay.
I have a t-shirt that says I'm cool. Yeah. It's like, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
That said, Yoggle and whatever the hell this guy who looks like he's high, those two guys rock. And then same with the little rabbit guy or whatever he's supposed to be.
So there we go. That's sports.
All right. What is our fact of the day?
Fact of the day. Boars wash their food.
Interesting. Okay, why?
If you thought boars weren't one of the smartest animals, think again. I don't think I've ever thought that.
Never once did that. Yeah, never crossed my mind, to be honest.
Just sitting around like, you know what? Boars are not one of the smartest animals. At the Basel Zoo in Switzerland, zookeepers watched wild boars pick up sandy fruit, carry them to water in their enclosure, and wash them before eating. Damn, they're better than some people. The zoo
They don't have 5-second rule, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, the zookeepers aren't quite sure why they clean their food, but they think chewing on sand or gravel just isn't comfortable, especially when it comes to their teeth. Experiments also showed that boars could distinguish between clean and sandy apples. They only wash the sandy ones. Washing dirty food is a behavior which makes sense from an evolutionary perspective.
Interesting. So that's in a zoo.
Yeah.
Is there any in the wild versions of this? Like, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, they wash food. Great.
Right.
But in the wild, are they washing food, or is it not necessary? Or are these habits they picked up from the zookeepers? Like, I just don't know.
That's true. I mean, did the zookeepers teach them how to wash their food? I guess maybe they never.
Well, I don't know. It could be just you watched people do it. So a great example would be there were, oh man, what was the bird? It was some bird in a zoo, and it would watch its keeper do a thing, and then it just started doing the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it could be.
Because it's like socialization or something. I genuinely don't know. I'm curious if it happens in the wild, like out in the wild where there isn't a person washing food, do boars do that there too? If that's the case, that's incredible. I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they probably would. They probably just like, I hate sand on my mouth.
Like Anakin Skywalker. Yeah.
Exactly.
I hate sand. It gets everywhere.
Boars are just like Anakin. That's what we've learned.
And they will kill the women and the children. Yeah.
I mean, boars are pretty violent, aren't they?
They turn to the dark side quickly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, there we go. Fact of the day.
Well, it's that time. Who has come to us with tears in their eyes?
We've got tears from so many different tear havers.
Tear havers. Great.
Yep. Dear illustrious sirs, with tears in my eyes and Frankenstein Joe in my soul, I ask thee, if you could pick one relatively known author to write the story of your life, embellishing whenever they can and or want to, which author would you pick and what scenes would there be?
This is tough. Mostly because I want it to be engaging, but also over the top.
Right.
So I would have to say, author-wise, I either want to go with a Dan Brown, because I imagine he'd make me somehow like solve a mystery about religion or something,
Right.
which would be fun. or Grant Morrison. And if you don't know who that is, take the time, look up. Grant Morrison is a comic book writer. He also is deep into metaphysics and like weird occult things and stuff like that. And so at a certain point, his work started to get really weird. A great example is if you saw the sci-fi show Happy with Christopher Maloney and Patton Oswalt, that was like a guy who had like a weird cartoon friend. He helped co-create that, right? Like,
I see.
He helped create a comic called Nameless. Nameless is such a weird comic that it has to be read multiple times to figure out what's going on.
I see. Okay.
Like premise-wise, it's very simple. A meteor is headed towards Earth. There's a weird rune on it that may or may not be a cult. And this guy is trying to stop it. And it is like a Lovecraftian space horror insanity thing. And that's kind of the vibe. Like he's really starting to reach out there and write some crazy stuff. And that's what I want. I want that. I want like something that people don't understand. They're like, I didn't even learn anything about Jesse's life. I just have questions.
That
I would love that.
sound like something you would pick.
Absolutely.
I would want one of two things, both extremely different.
Okay.
I would want like Stephen King to just write.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good choice.
Just write like he'd like describe my gallbladder stuff, you know, the gym arc. It'd be interesting seeing Stephen King write my my journey, or Eric Carle of the Very Hungry Caterpillar.
Oh, that's such a good one. That's very good.
It's like a fun kids book story type of vibe.
Oh, that's very, very good. Oh, you know what? I changed my mind completely.
All right.
R.L. Stein.
Oh, that's a good one.
I want a Goosebumps book about me.
That would be
That's
pretty
the
good.
winner.
Jesse Cox
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, I would love that.
And that's your dear illustrious sirs.
It's time for the big news story of the day.
It is. All right. We've got Smokey Bear arrest man accused of stealing his signs across Florida.
As in Smokey the Bear, or just is it a man named Smokey Bear? Because it's also Florida, so that is also a possibility.
No, it's Smokey the Bear.
Okay. All
There
right.
he is.
He's giving a thumbs up. We caught him, kids.
A man is under arrest for stealing Smokey Bear signs from across Florida. The backstory. Smokey's always around our forest and just got lucky today, and he saw the bad guy and got him handcuffed, said Agricultural Commissioner Wilton Simpson. What an
they're
idiot.
just having fun. Yeah, they're having good fun here. They definitely were like, all right, when we get this guy, someone's got to dress up like Smokey the Bear.
They definitely did. What an idiot. What an idiot, he said. Law enforcement officers with Department of Agriculture say the suspect was posting signs for sale on Facebook Marketplace for $1,900 apiece. Smokey goes to schools. He's known by our children. He's known by our families. He's known throughout America, said Simpson, who goes and steals an image of Smokey the Bear and then tries to profit off that. Dig deeper.
What images was he stealing?
Oh wait, hold on. I found them. They're these ones.
Oh my God, I get it. That's so fun. It is a full body.
Yeah.
Actual, I'm going to say 4 feet tall Smokey the Bear.
Yeah, it looks like they're against that truck, like a pickup truck. So they're like slightly taller than the back of a truck.
You know what's even more crazy? Stop. This is so funny. So this guy was going around stealing them, right? And I can't. Some people are so dumb. This guy was going around stealing them, and he was selling them for, you said, $1,900 online, right?
Yep.
You can go right now to the U.S. Postal Service, U.S. Forest Service, Postal. It's like postal, but for the forest.
Right.
You can go to the website right now. Smokey Bear fire danger sign. Smokey the Bear decal, 5 feet 8 inches high, shovel in his hand. Literally the thing we're looking at in this photo. $40.
Yep. That's
You just buy one right now. You don't even have to. That's so funny. Okay.
The theft shed a spotlight on the state's efforts to prevent forest fires, which destroyed 24,000 acres in 2024. The department did 277,000 acres of controlled burns in 2024, spent $93 million on upgraded equipment, and yes, they dispatched Smokey the Bear to remind us that only you can prevent forest fires. It's also why they have their own law enforcement department. They caught the thief in the act. If you're gonna go in and commit crimes in our forests, you probably need to find a different place, said Simpson. Not only will you find smoke in some of these forests, but you'll find our car officers. This time, Smokey got his revenge. He's not throwing this criminal haphazardly into the woods. We're the most pro-law enforcement state in the union, said Simpson. Smokey Bear is also on the job. Criminal charges are pending, but Simpson said he could face jail time.
Again, $40 you could buy this for online.
Yep. $40. You're underestimating, this is a Florida man who's probably on drugs. Like, let's realize this.
I don't know. Looking at him from behind, he just looks like an idiot. Less a drug addict, more of an idiot.
That is possible. There are also a lot of those.
But also, this photo of Smokey just like thumbs upping as they throw this guy in the back of a car is so funny.
That is pretty good. Finally, we haven't had a Florida man in a while either, so that's good.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
It took one search, dude. $40. Anyway, that's it for us. Thanks so much for listening or watching or enjoying this podcast. Crendor, hit him with the socials.
Boy, have we got socials. First, you go to our new React channels. There's the too old for this channel and the almost too old for this channel. Hopefully you can find it by searching. Hopefully. You'll find one of them probably. Also, you can listen to this podcast, youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. You can comment your weather, comment your dear illustrious sirs. They might get selected randomly. Also, we're on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, and more. Also, youtube.com, Cox and Crendor, animations. Also, there's our other stuff. YouTube Jesse Cox, YouTube Crendor, Twitch Jesse Cox, Twitch Crendor, Facebook Jesse Cox, Facebook Crendor, Instagram Notorious Cox, Instagram Crendor was taken, TikTok Jesse Cox, TikTok Crendor, Patreon Jesse Cox, Patreon Crendor, YouTube Cren Clips, Cox Clips, Warhammer Crendor. Yes.
It's almost like we do too much. I'm starting to notice a trend and it's worrying. But yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to this career profession.
Okay. Thanks so much for listening or watching or having enjoying, and we'll see y'all next time. And as always,
shake the rhino.
To be continued.